Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. We're taking another look here at Avalanche, seeing what's going on. We're going to talk quickly about the reason why our day trading bot took a good 30% in only 10 hours, how to find that kind of entry, as well as just some general best practice on coins like this. So if you are new to the channel, just know I'm not a financial advisor. I do love teaching people to trade, and I hope you can learn something here today. The whole point of me making these videos is to help educate you on becoming a better trader. So I do have a trading academy, community, and signal group if you're curious about that, where I basically provide trade signals for day trades and swing trades alike. Make sure that you use the best exchange available in the world. It's my personal opinion, of course. Recently partnered with Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. They offer no KYC, no VPN required exchange with extremely good benefit rewards just for registering, as well as trading with them. I got a massive deposit reward just by transferring over some funds. Use my link down below, you'll qualify for future trading competitions. So with Avalanche, what we want to do here is talk a little bit about the bigger picture. By the way, I have this chart up here just because it's good to preface and let you know that Elliott Wave has come to almost full fruition so far. All we need to do is establish a lower high, or sorry, a lower low rather. That would be somewhere in the range of 19 to 15. I'm not saying that's a guarantee that's going to happen. It's just something to be mindful of, that there's possibility there. That will become invalidated if we continue to increase and the price comes up here to sweep this upper liquidity level, which is equally as possible. Okay, so we'll talk about the reasons why either of those two scenarios could occur. Let's jump into the backend data here really quick, and just a note here to preface, we can see here $20.50, right around $20 even, the low $20 range. We have a ton of liquidation levels. We saw a lot of liquidation occur here at about $21.50, where some previous shorts were hedged just above the most recent high, and they got wiped pretty long, or pretty hard rather. And then of course we can see some shorts also jumping in the market. Again, they're not learning here, at about $30. Or sorry, I misspoke, $23. So $23 to $20 even. Prices at 22. We're getting closer to liquidating those shorts here. But once again, there could be a sweep at the lower liquidity level there for that $20 mark to wipe out a lot of longs. Okay, so just kind of put that on the charts here. This is where we have a lot of long liquidation levels, and this is where we have a lot of short liquidation levels. We're getting pretty darn close to that level. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see this little kind of wick right here, candle wick, to go ahead and wipe out some of those shorts. Okay, happens all the time. It's an interesting market, the way that those whales will manipulate it the way they want. Okay, so let's talk about this here. We got a pretty significant double doji pattern here forming. Okay, so I'm a firm believer in double doji candles being a pretty strong reversal sign. So not saying this is a guarantee whatsoever, but just note yesterday we had a doji candle where the price action went all the way up and down and closed almost the exact same place it opened. It tells us there's a lot of indecision. Okay, when you take that indecision and multiply it from 1 day to 2 days, like today here, we're seeing we got a pretty strong, or fairly strong likelihood that we're going to see that doji candle close at that level. We got 5 hours left of trading. If so, then we could expect the price action to start making its way back down. Okay, it's a pretty common characteristic. In other words, it just implies that the price keeps pushing. They're trying, and then they eventually fail. Okay, so bulls are having some difficulty getting past this level of resistance at 22.50. Taking a look at the RSI, MACD, everything looks pretty solid here on the daily though. There's literally nothing else we can really disseminate and understand in the big picture. Okay, so let's talk about the 4 hour and the 1 hour. These are obviously the most important time frames. Again, just my personal opinion, being a full-time swing trader. Okay, again, I have day trading bots that run for my community here, for my Premium Plus group, but I'd much rather take a gala trade, get in 4 hours, take a 30% and let the rest ride. We took maybe 80-90% profit in that first two targets, and we're going to get some more later as a strong likelihood. But again, there's sometimes where it takes 2.5 months to get 80%, and I don't mind that either. Okay, it's perfectly fine. So once more, swing trading is my thing, and the 4 hour time frame is the best time frame for that. So obviously, you've probably been watching my videos. You probably know that I'm a firm believer in the 4 hour time frame. So why don't we talk about what that means? Well, we got a MACD potential convergence. We're starting to see a regression, so to speak, on the oscillator here, effectively telling us that there is potential to swing upwards. If we look at its history, when it swings upwards for the MACD, right here is when we swung up, and we could see there that is a MACD convergence right there. Not saying it's going to necessarily happen the exact same way, but oftentimes when you converge, it's more common for the price action to increase, and obviously when you diverge here, for example, it's more common for the price action to come down. Okay, it's not 100% guarantee. There's other contributing factors, but it's something that's important to note. So with us being on the shifting and momentum side of things, we're in good shape there. The thing I also love to see here, and that we've seen this a few times with Solana before as well, is this RSI money flow index combination. Okay, so RSI being above 50 on the RSI is an extremely important factor. Would you agree? Well, if you disagree or agree, comment below. Okay, I'd love to hear it. In fact, put a like on there too if you find that to be humorous, because to me, when we see these kind of situations here, RSI at 50, it's commonly a support level. Okay, so if that is the case, and then the money flow index comes down, what happens when the RSI bounces off 50, like here, and then the money flow index is at an extreme low? What happens usually when that happens? I'm going to speculate the price action is going to increase because of it. Take a look at this last time. RSI maintains above 50. Money flow index comes down. Money flow index starts to come up. Price action comes up. Wow, what do you know? More money coming in the coin, more price action. Okay, so again, it's not a guarantee, but when the money flow index comes down and we see 50 on the RSI holding strong, that implies we're establishing higher lows. That also implies that the money flow index is at an extreme low, and folks are willing to pump money into this because they're used to the price action being at this level now. Okay, before they were used to being they're accustomed to $17.50 being the price action. Now they're accustomed to $22 and they're going to buy in. Okay, so again, it's an interesting thing kind of on the back end when you think about it, because there's a lot of I guess psychology comes into play, because when you average out in a certain range, an average true range, people start to normalize the price action and realize that it's a good value now when it used to seem to be overpriced. Now it's a good price. Okay, that said, you put that in tandem with the money flow being low, it's a recipe for a significant increase in most cases. We're above the 20-day, 50, 100-day SMA, all good stuff there. Literally nothing here I see that's disadvantageous. So what we want to do is find some confirming factors on the hourly and then call it a day here, okay? So let's go ahead and just remove the fibs here just for a moment so you can kind of get a nice clean chart and see what's going on here. Okay, so Ichimoku cloud, we've been within and below the cloud for a short while. We can see the conversion line is swinging above the baseline. Lagging span is free and clear, but still kind of muddled, right? It's still kind of within the price action there. And we're not officially above the cloud. So I hate to break it to you folks, this is not a full-on confirmational sign that we are on the right side of tracks, but everything we've seen here so far with a 4-hour time frame, this feels like we're in a position where we're going to leg up pretty significant. Again, we had this most recent support, about $20, or previous resistance, so you can see that was a resistance. Came back down to retest roughly 2 times and has bounced ever since. Okay, so we got this nice little double bottom. There's a lot of reasons why the price action should continue higher. So to me, are we going to see a retest of this upper liquidity level? I think there's a decent chance of that. Okay, so at the very least, we should be able to see somewhere between a 5 to 10% increase before we either reject here and the price comes down, or the price comes up, consolidates, and uses this most recent resistance as a low and takes off from there. There's a few different scenarios, of course, but to me, all paths lead up at this point, and I think that there's a much stronger likelihood of the price action continuing. Again, my day trading bots saw something yesterday, and we found 30% profit in 3 targets. Still got 2 more to go, and it looks like we're opening some new longs here with Solana as well as Ethereum. Okay, so again, all good things here coming. I think that we have this nice little continuation potential this weekend with AVAX. We want to keep a close eye on it, but I do think once we hit that upper liquidity at 24 or 25, we do want to reevaluate and understand the price could pull back from there, or it could continue to leg up as that as a new support level. Okay. All right, folks, what are your thoughts here? Like below if you found benefits. If you have some not just discrediting, but more so like if you have alternate ideas or thought process here, go ahead and post them below. I love to hear what you have to say, and I greatly appreciate you watching nonetheless. I'll go ahead and post our playout charts on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Links down below for that if you're curious, and I look forward to working with you. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, though. Again, thanks you so much for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.